There is a quiet expectation that many people carry without realizing it. The expectation that success will eventually arrive simply because they have worked hard. The idea sounds reasonable. If you study seriously, work long hours, and try to do the right things, success should follow. At least that is what many people believe when they begin their journey. But as years pass, some people discover a difficult truth. The world does not automatically reward effort. Many people work hard. Many people have talent. Many people dream about achieving something meaningful. Yet success often appears unevenly distributed. Some people move forward quickly. Others remain in the same place for years. This reality can feel frustrating. It can feel unfair. And sometimes it leads people to ask a painful question. Why is this not working for me? To understand this question, imagine a young man named Ravi. Ravi grew up believing that if he followed the traditional path, success would naturally appear. Study hard, get good grades, find a stable job, work diligently. For many years, Ravi followed this path carefully. He completed his education. He found employment. He worked long hours and rarely complained. At first, he felt confident that his effort would eventually lead to recognition. But after several years, something unexpected happened. His career did not move forward as quickly as he imagined. Promotions went to others. Opportunities seemed limited. One evening, Ravi sat quietly in his small apartment, staring at his computer screen. His thoughts began to wander. I have done everything I was told to do, he thought. So why does it feel like I am still waiting? This moment of reflection is familiar to many people. It is the moment when the belief that effort guarantees success begins to break. And although this realization can feel discouraging at first, it also contains a powerful opportunity. Because once you understand that nobody owes you success, you gain something much more valuable. Responsibility. Responsibility may sound heavy, but it is actually liberating. When someone believes the world owes them success, they often spend time waiting. Waiting for recognition. Waiting for opportunity. Waiting for someone to notice their effort. But when someone accepts that success is not guaranteed, their mindset changes. Instead of waiting, they begin creating. Instead of expecting, they begin experimenting. Instead of hoping someone will open a door, they begin learning how to build their own. The difference between these two mindsets is enormous. One mindset depends on external approval. The other depends on personal action. Ravi eventually realized that his career had become predictable. He completed the tasks assigned to him. He worked diligently, but he rarely stepped outside that structure. He rarely asked how he could improve the system around him. He rarely learned new skills beyond his immediate responsibilities. And he rarely communicated his ideas. In other words, he was waiting for success to arrive rather than building the conditions that attract it. When Ravi accepted that nobody owed him success, something changed. He stopped asking why opportunities had not appeared. Instead, he asked a different question. What can I learn that makes me more valuable? That question began transforming his behavior. He started studying skills related to his industry. He learned how businesses made decisions. He practiced presenting ideas clearly. He paid attention to problems that others ignored. At first, these efforts did not create immediate rewards. But over time, something began to shift. Managers noticed his initiative. Colleagues began asking for his advice. His role slowly expanded. The important lesson in Ravi's story is not that success arrived overnight. The lesson is that progress began when he stopped waiting for it. Many people carry silent expectations. They expect recognition because they have worked hard. They expect opportunities because they have been patient. They expect success because they have followed instructions. But the world rarely works through expectations. It works through value. People reward individuals who create solutions. People reward individuals who solve problems. People reward individuals who make systems better. When someone focuses on creating value, opportunities begin appearing naturally. Another reason the idea that nobody owes you success is powerful is that it removes the habit of comparison. When people believe success should happen automatically, they often compare themselves to others. They ask questions like, why did that person get promoted? Why is that person successful? Why am I not receiving the same recognition? These comparisons can create frustration and resentment. But when someone accepts responsibility for their own progress, comparison becomes less important. The focus shifts inward. Instead of asking what others received, they ask how they can improve. Improvement becomes the priority. Another important truth is that success is rarely a straight path. Many people imagine success as a simple journey. Work hard, move forward, reach the goal. But real progress often includes setbacks, mistakes, unexpected changes, periods of uncertainty. If someone believes the world owes them success, these obstacles feel unfair. But if someone accepts responsibility for their journey, obstacles become lessons. Each challenge reveals something new. Each failure provides information. Each experience strengthens resilience. Resilience is one of the most valuable traits in long-term success. It allows someone to continue moving forward even when progress feels slow. A woman named Sophia experienced this lesson during the early years of her career. She started a small online project with excitement. At first, she believed that if she worked consistently, recognition would appear quickly. But the early months were quiet. Very few people noticed her work. There were days when she wondered if the effort mattered. One evening, she asked herself a difficult question. Am I waiting for success, or am I building something meaningful? The answer changed her mindset. She stopped focusing on recognition. She focused on improving her work, learning better skills, understanding her audience, creating better results. Gradually, her work began reaching more people. But the real transformation happened inside her thinking. She no longer expected success. She built it step by step. Another reason accepting responsibility is powerful is that it increases control. When someone believes success depends entirely on luck or external factors, they feel powerless. But when someone believes their actions influence outcomes, they feel empowered. They begin making intentional decisions, learning new skills, taking calculated risks, seeking feedback, improving continuously. Control over actions leads to growth. Growth leads to opportunity. Opportunity leads to success. Nobody owes you success. But the good news is that you do not need permission to pursue it. You do not need approval to learn new skills. You do not need recognition to improve your craft. You do not need validation to continue moving forward. Success becomes possible when someone commits to growth regardless of external rewards. Ravi eventually looked back at the moment when he first realized that nobody owed him success. At the time, the idea felt harsh, but later he recognized it as one of the most empowering lessons of his life. Because the moment he stopped waiting, he began creating. The moment he stopped expecting, he began improving. The moment he accepted responsibility, he gained control over his direction. Success is not something the world guarantees, but it is something individuals can build through persistence, curiosity, and value creation. If you ever feel frustrated by the slow pace of progress, remember this simple truth. Nobody owes you success, and that is exactly why you have the power to create it yourself. Because the moment you stop waiting for the world to reward you is the moment you begin shaping your own future.